And when most people were in school, you began American history at Jamestown and Plymouth Rock.
St. Augustine was not even mentioned. They don't figure in the histories of the United States.
It's the first place in the United States that Europeans came and stayed.
It was founded 55 years before Plymouth in Massachusetts.
St. Augustine really is a microcosm of U.S. history.
It's multicultural from day one.
The difference is not so much the color of one's skin, but the creed that you profess.
By the time Jamestown was founded, St. Augustine was a community of 120 shops and homes.
So it's very strange, really, that that whole part of the history was eliminated.
The history of St. Augustine almost came to an end.
I've always thought it was like having a 2,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, but you don't know what the picture's supposed to look like.
This stuff has not seen the light of day for 250 to 275 years.
All of a sudden, this huge storm bears down on them. The ships were just crushed on the beaches.
Looked like the very survivability of St. Augustine was at stake. One more raid, one more epidemic, one more hurricane.
They were ambushed. They were truly ambushed in the middle of the night.
There wasn't anything left standing at St. Augustine.
It's matchsticks.
Must have been like Hiroshima after the dropping of the atomic bomb.
There's no rules. You're the enemy. You're either with us or against us. If you're against us, you're gonna die.
Those were cruel times. It was just too difficult living there, scratching out a living.
In St. Augustine, it's a history about everybody and not just soldiers and diplomats. It really was America's first melting pot.
It's a story of empowerment and of freedom.
It's a story of survival.
Is just as much a part of American history as Washington crossing the Delaware or Paul Revere's ride.
What makes you American?
The story
About everybody.
unfortunately, it's going to be shot up.
St. Augustine really is a microcosm of U.S. history.
It's multicultural from day one.
The difference is not so much the color of one's skin, but the creed that you profess.
By the time Jamestown was founded, St. Augustine was a community of 120 shops and homes. By the time Jamestown was founded, St. Augustine was a community of 120 shops and homes. All of a sudden, this huge storm
Looked like the very, it was at stake. One
just doing nothing here.
Yeah, I noticed, and that's fine.
Media problems and.
I'm just getting video of you making it look like you're actually doing something.
So,
What editing system are you on?
Premiere. Pro. I already looked.
or a slave or whatever.
It's a history about everybody and not just soldiers and diplomats. It really was America's first melting pot.
Empowerment and the freedom.
It's a story of survival. It's just as much a part of American history.
Changing the story from Plymouth Rock to St. Augustine.
Part of the very strange, really, that that whole part of the history was eliminated.
The history of St. Augustine almost came to an end.